Hi, my name is Lindy from Project Portfolio Office, and in this video I will be covering data field usage. So there might be a need for you to either want to get rid of a data field, take it out of use, or potentially hide a data field. So I'm just going to cover the checks that you need to apply before doing that to ensure that there aren't any impacts. I'm going to use the project entity as an example. So here I'm on a project view page. You as a PPO administrator, to get to data fields, just hover over administration and select data fields. Again, I'm just focusing on the project and I'm just going to talk through a couple of examples. So any field that you drill into under data fields will give you the option to have a look at field usage. I'm just going to use the name to drill into first. Obviously, we would never want to get rid of the project name, but just to demonstrate, the field usage button will appear if you click on any data field. So if I click on field usage, the specific project name field is used in various places. So it's referenced in business rules, it's referenced in reports and dashboards, entity value expressions, calculations, and database functions. So in general, if we see an amber, it means that changing the field type or taking the field out of use may break components referencing it, whereas red, the field type cannot be changed and the field cannot be taken out of use until the reference is removed. I'm just going to close this one up and just go to a different field. So as an example, objectives and deliverables. If I just drill into this one, it might be that you potentially want to rename this field. No issues with that and zero impact. So objectives can be renamed to objectives, or it can just be deliverables or any other free text type field that you want to reuse it for. That won't have any impact in terms of the data. You'll also notice, because this is a standard field in PPO, you cannot change the field type. I also cannot take the field out of use. So generally with these types of fields that are standard, we would reuse them for a different purpose. But if I just drill into field usage, you can see the objectives and deliverables field is used in 3 business rules and it's referenced in 1 report. You as an administrator can remove references of these fields in the business rules. So remember the red, the type cannot be changed and the field cannot be taken out of use until the reference is removed. I can drill into this business rule as a PPO administrator and actually edit the rule by removing the reference to that specific data field. So in this case, it was objectives and deliverables. I could remove that and submit this business rule. And if I go back to my data fields usage page and just refresh, that specific field is now only referenced in these 2 business rules. However, when it comes to reports and dashboards, you would need to log a support ticket with the support team if we need to remove references to specific fields from reports. So the project closure report currently has the objectives and deliverables field, and if that's a field that we potentially going to hide or reuse, but we must obviously think what the impacts are going to be if we try and hide the field. So the reference will still be in the reporting. So for that, you need to hover over your help menu and just submit a ticket for the support team to assist in that. Another example, I'm going to use critical success factors. Now, this is not a standard field in PPO. So if I have a look at this data field, you'll notice that I have the ability to change the field type. I can also untick the in-use box. I can even hide the field. But you have to make sure that before you do any of these changes that you check the field usage. Firstly, I can repurpose this field and change the field type, but the impact of that is that the data that was in my free text field for critical success factors will be lost. So there's no way for us to get that data back if you change the field type of the data field. If I want to take it out of use or hide it, I simply click on field usage, make sure what the impacts are. So here we can see it's an amber rag, which means if I change that field type or if I take that field out of use, there could be an impact on the project closure report. In that scenario, again, log a support ticket for the PPO support team to do that cleanup for you on the reporting configuration. Another example that I'm going to drill into is the priority field on the project. So if I just have a look at that data field, it is widely used in reports and dashboards. So again, this is a standard field in PPO, meaning I cannot change the field type. I cannot take it out of the use, even though the support team can do that, but you guys would need to log a support ticket. But if you just look at the field usage of priority, it'll show the impacts. So again, it's referenced in 2 business rules. You as a PPO admin do have the ability to take the references out of these, but you would need to log a support ticket for the PPO support team to update the configuration of all the reports and dashboards where that specific field has been referenced. If I don't want to take this field out of use and I don't want to hide it, I do want to reuse it, we won't be able to change the field type, but I can change the caption to priority score if that's aligned to our organization's prioritization, and that won't have any impact when you rename the data field. I hope you found this valuable. Thanks for watching.